Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brianna and I'm a 3rd grade teacher in North Carolina. And today is picture day for teachers. Well, badge day, which also potentially goes in the yearbook. So that's why I'm all ready. I actually did my hair at school. I didn't vlog yesterday. Today is Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. Oh my goodness. I've just been really focused on getting everything organized. So the last thing you guys saw was my library, which is done. I actually went ahead and put my little Kohl's Cares and then some other books on display just to fill that top shelf. Other things I have done, I got this sprinkle. It's actually like mini duct tape. It's not washi tape, but it's just sprinkles. I thought maybe I could like divide the board up in some way. I don't know. I might put some around the cards down here as well. I'll decide. I haven't decided yet, clearly. My boards are done and they're sprayed, so there's not much of a glare. Actually, there's like not a glare at all. The sun is coming in because I had to open my window to let the spray paint smell out, and I ruined my blinds. So yes, I put up my writing pencil, which I haven't used in a few years, so I'm excited to have that out. It's a beautiful addition to the back, especially since it matches my classroom. I think I'm going to put my reading centers board up here, and then I guess this could be a space for more reading stuff and science and social studies, or just anything I need to post around the room. Since that board is chopped, I don't know, whatever. It's there, it's space. I just wanted to cover that wall, and I took off this corner to spray paint it, so I didn't spray paint it near the fire alarm because apparently it can go off. And I flipped that part and the donuts were on top, and I might like that better, but I'm not worried about it right now because there's way too much to do. Other than that, I've kind of just been organizing and stuff. I tried doing Velcro with my tidy tubs, but I think the problem is this is raised a little bit and this is pushed in, so they don't really connect. And when I go to pull the tidy tub off the Velcro just comes off the plastic and it doesn't work. So we will try to just have them set and see if the kids play with them. I'll have to strategically place a student here. This will be my table captain anyway, who sits right next to it. So, oh, I also dropped down to 18 students, which is exciting. So yeah, I'm gonna get some things together because my open house is tomorrow, but there is open house today for the other grade levels, just because we're breaking it up because of COVID. And I'm nervous that like some parents are gonna stop by and I don't have everything prepared, if I could speak. So I know my necklace is jumbled, just we're working with it, okay? So I don't know if I'm gonna vlog the rest of today, maybe after school, but you know, the beginning of the year is crazy. I just love how everything's coming together. I'm really excited. This Number Talks poster down here, I designed it based off of one that Pocketful of Primary Michelle designed. So it was completely inspired by her, but I'm excited about that because we are really focusing on Number Talks as a school this year. So everyone's classroom has this, which is amazing. But I'm pretty sure if you're interested in this, I think it's in Michelle's TPT. I'll link it down below if I could find it. Obviously not the exact one, but like I said, it's based off of it. Yes. Oh, and that pencil I made, but I'll link the one down below that, again, it's based off of. All right, y'all. I told you today would be crazy. These next few days definitely will be. I probably will not vlog during the day at all because, I mean, it's crunch time. And I'm doing everything I can to just make everything perfect. And so let me give you a little tour of my classroom setup for open house. All right, so when they walk in, I'm going to have this number 1 sitting out, and I'll show y'all tomorrow, but I'm gonna have like a little checklist of what they need to do. I'm not having a sign-in sheet because I'm trying to reduce the time that they are in here, but I do need to know how their child is getting home the first day. So this is station number 2. I am using my little easels, finally, 6 years later, woohoo. I'm just going to have them write their child's name, because typically a lot more kids are car riders on the first day just because it's like a special thing. So just so I know if it's different than their normal transportation. Step 3 is finding their desk and placing some supplies there. I'm gonna have a conversation with them about what is on the desk, and then also heading over here. Huge shout out to Beth. Thank you so much. She sent me from my Amazon wish list the little sprinkle lanterns. I think I'm going to hang them in that corner of my library, but I just put them together today and they're just gonna chill there for now. But I also have this sprinkle tablecloth that I got at Hobby Lobby, I wanna say, or Target. I think Hobby Lobby. So typically our students bring in their supplies, or at least their big supplies, on our open house meet the teacher night. So that is what all these boxes are for, just for the supplies that are not, they're like notebooks and folders. And I used actually, I don't know if they're name tags or just like colorful sentence strips, and I used them for the labels. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. But I love how this area is looking. I'm so excited. So then after step 3, they're gonna come back here to step 4, which is going to be taking a picture with the big 3. I did purchase one from Target. It was like $6, but I thought that would be fun. I was originally going to do a like photo booth type thing with a bunch of donut props that I bought like 3 years ago at this point, but we were told we're like trying to keep them in here under than 15 minutes. So obviously, and I don't want too many people handling it, so I just thought 1, 3, they could take a picture next to it, holding it, whatever, it's there. And then finally, step 5, I wrote this giant reminder to grab a whiteboard. So I've talked about these before. Our math curriculum, we do HMH. We get these whiteboards every year, and they're just like paper and disposable. So last year we sent them home from remote learning, and again this year I'm going to send them home just in case we ever go remote, but also because then kids have a whiteboard to practice at home. So that is right before they head out the door. And of course I'm gonna have my donut mat there. I always move it out of the way because it doesn't, the door can't close with it there. I also have to sweep, so. I'll post my Instagram picture here, but I have my students' names on their folders. So I just want to be extra careful. Okay, so this is what I have set up on their desk. Now, this is their take-home folder. These are the Nikki folders. Our school orders them. I love these. It says keep at home on one side and return to school on the other. And I got this bright orange color this year. I thought it was really fun, and I wanted to switch it up. The little donut tag I will link down below from Teachers Pay Teachers, and then I'll link these donuts I bought off Amazon down below as well. They're very detailed erasers this year we are using. I had to actually hot glue them because they wouldn't stay with double-sided tape, but that's just a little treat for my kiddos. Nothing outrageous, but it gets them excited and matches the theme, of course. I have my Meet Your Teacher letter, which just talks all about me. Then we have this awesome sheet, and I will link it if I can find it, but my coworker found it on Teachers Pay Teachers, and ELA standards on one side, math standards on the other. So this is everything like at a glance that they're going to be learning this year. This is Common Core, and we are North Carolina Standard Course of Study now. But for the most part, it's very similar. If anything, the numbers are just different. I'm also going to be putting one of these in the kids' data binders so we can like shade in when we've learned something. Then I have my supply list just in case parents need it if they didn't bring supplies, but also because we have a general 3rd grade supply list, and I wanted to email my parents with this list, but I still don't have them in my Power School, so I could not do that. So hopefully they won't get mad, but it has a lot less stuff on it because you guys know I purged my cabinets. I don't need pencils. I literally have on here, I know there are no pencils on this list. Our classroom has plenty. But I reduced it a lot, and then I add a binder for their data binder. That's there, and I added a little sprinkle background. And then I have my flip book. I will link this one as well. It's from Chalk and Apples, I guess. I love this one because it prints 2 to a page, and then I use the paper cutter to chop each section so I could do all the colors together. You don't have to chop the last one. And then I stack them up. I staple 4 across because it has 2, and then you just chop it again down the middle. So you only have to technically put together 10 books. Well, I did for I made 20. I only had to put together 10, whereas some flip books, I know you have to like cut across and up, and there's like different amounts of each page, and it's just a lot. My coworker said she had to cut out every single piece of paper individually. So this was just amazing. Because this is what I've been working on for the past hour. I mean, it takes a second to like organize your colors, and obviously I was focusing on the information, making sure it was all correct, and I just wanted to get this all done and set up before I leave school today. So that is that. Since I didn't vlog much today, I will probably combine this with tomorrow. So I will see y'all then. It is the weekend before the first day of school. I'm not gonna show y'all what I look like because I have a major sty in my eye. So, you know, love that, but we're trying to nurse that back to health. Let me just show you guys some updates I've done over the past few days. I know I haven't been vlogging. It's been crazy. You guys know how it is, but I lost my clock labels at the end of the year last year. I have no idea where I put them, so I just reprinted them, and I put them on the clock this year. Last year I had them on the wall behind it. I don't know if they'll stay, but so far so good. Those are a Teachers Pay Teachers product, so I will of course link that down below. My Apple calendar from the Target Dollar Spot I put here this year, which I'm really excited about because I've had it on my desk before and it's gotten knocked over. So I feel like here everyone can see it. I checked from the kids' seats and it's, I don't know, it's a good spot for it. That says Home Sweet Classroom, I know you can't really see. I went ahead and I just labeled my students' mailboxes with my label maker because it was super quick and easy. It prints out the same size. I didn't have to worry about cutting anything. And I put them on the side. That way the kids don't get confused if they're here, top or bottom. So now they'll see their number and know that is where their folder and their papers belong. I will not start this the first day of school. It is ready to go, which is nice. I did add my schedule to the front of my board. This was totally inspired by putting them first. She had this like colorful background going on, and then I put my sprinkles behind it. So I made this kind of transparent a little bit, and I really like how that turned out. I do have Miss Fifth's first day task cards around my classroom. This is how I introduce task cards, which is a center that I use basically every day in both reading and math. And so I'm using these little clips this year, which are push pins and clips. This is how I also hang my student work. I will put these in my Amazon store, link down below, but those are amazing. I used to use sticky clips, but since I can put push pins into this wall, those just hold much better. So this is what my kids' desk looks like, except their agenda's obviously flipped over and their names on it. I have my pencil boxes set up ready to go for the first day. I have their little ruler in here. I was gonna go through and put this all in their agendas, but I'm like, nope, this will be a great teaching moment. I did add a red pen this year and a pack of sticky notes, so I'm excited for that. I do not have their name tags made yet, because I still have not met 3 of my students. Right now I'm sitting at 17 and I only met 14, so we will see who comes the first day. But after the first few days of school, then I will assign my students numbers and all of that jazz. I did kind of set up our drawers though, so nothing in independent practice, but I do have the first day task card recording sheet in their Math the Room drawer, because that's where their recording sheets will always be. So teaching them the procedures and the expectations while we're doing a first day activity, my favorite kind of first day activity to do. I found in my old 4th grade files this number words paper, and we do not do a lot of word form in 3rd grade. It kind of like skips over us. It's the even number grades, but I just put this in here as a reference for my kids. This is like their manipulative drawer. So whatever manipulative we are using, the kids will keep it in here. So we review place value, expanded form, word form, standard form, addition, subtraction at the beginning of the year. And so I just threw one copy of that in every kid's, or in every table group's drawer. Whiteboards are here. They're getting a little old and clanky, but that's okay. And then the bottom, this is typically where they'll keep their Chromebooks, but I've sorted out their little slidey pencil case things, and this is where they keep their colored pencils or their twistable crayons, whichever they bring to school. That way they don't have to worry about that paper case. So those are in there ready to go so that we can just pull them out and pass them out day one. Someone actually sent those to me from my wish list a few years ago, so thank you so much. And then I did go ahead and put one of those number words posters on our math board back here, just so it's always there as a reference. I did go ahead and already sort some of the supplies my students brought and ripped it open and put it into my buckets. And luckily, I had several who did not bring supplies, which I'm actually happy about, because then they can go based off my list, which is awesome. I do have some extra tissues, which is fine. I will probably take all this decorative stuff down after the first few days of school, but for now, whatever, it's fine. I don't know if I showed y'all this, but I made these letters on my Cricut, and then I made a multiplication and a division sign. They're just black cardstock. They're not laminated or anything because I didn't feel like having to spray them. And I put them up there with double-sided tape. I just have to make sure I open this cabinet door first, but it's always ready to go. And I've never had a title there, so I love that I have a title there now. These numbers are also in my TPT store. I guess I could add the title eventually, but not my priority right now, to be honest. I have my students, well, I typically write their names, but maybe I'll have them sign it this year when they pass with vis-a-vis. That way it stays on, but then I can wipe it off at the end of the year. So that is that. I know this is a weird ending to the video, but thank y'all for watching. I will catch up with you after my first day of school. Thank you for bearing with me on my posts the last few weeks. It's just been, you know, school mode. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you